Sometimes you are not going backward. You're simply learning to live inside a version of yourself your system has not known for long. That matters too, because many people panic when the new self does not feel natural immediately. They make a better choice, and then it feels strange. They set a boundary, and then guilt follows like Okada man dragging change. They rest, then something inside starts asking whether they are becoming lazy. They stop over-explaining, and then their chest feels tight. They speak clearly, and then they replay the conversation 20 different times in their head. So they say, maybe I'm not changing. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I am forcing it. Maybe I should just go back to how I was. But maybe the issue is not that the new self is false. Maybe the new self is still unfamiliar. Welcome to Inside the Design by Innocent Minds. In episode 24, we looked at how to build trust with yourself again. We saw that self-trust is rebuilt by keeping small agreements until your system begins to believe you. Today in episode 25, we're looking at what happens when the new you still feels unfamiliar. This is important because many people mistake unfamiliarity for failure. They're not the same. They expect healing to feel comfortable. They expect growth to feel like relief all the time. They expect the right decision to feel light immediately. Sometimes it does, but not always. Sometimes the right decision feels like walking with new shoes. The shoe is correct, yeah, but the foot is still adjusting. A person who has spent so many years saying yes too quickly may finally say, I cannot do this right now. The sentence sounds healthy, but the body shakes. The mind starts negotiating. Maybe I sounded too harsh. Maybe they'll be angry. Maybe I should explain a little bit more. Maybe I should send another message. Maybe I should soften it. You see, that does not mean the boundary was wrong. It means the person's system is not yet familiar with standing there. And that's okay. Another person has spent years proving value through overwork. Now they choose to stop by 7 p.m., they close the laptop, and then they sit down. The evening is quiet, no emergency, no noise, no applause, no pressure, and then restlessness comes. The body says, what are we doing? Shouldn't we be working? Are we falling behind? Are we still serious at all? That does not mean rest is wrong. No, it means rest has not yet become familiar. Another person stops chasing a relationship. They do not send the long message. They do not monitor the status. They do not keep auditioning for attention every time. They let the silence remain, and at first, it feels peaceful. But then loneliness starts to set in, and then old desire comes. The mind starts editing history. It wasn't that bad. At least they understood some parts of me. Maybe I was too hard. Maybe I should just check in. Kai. The old road knows how to call your name, and it calls it very well. But the fact that the new road feels quiet does not mean the old road was right. It may only mean your system knows the old road better. This is where many people return. Because the old life was better, but because the new life feels strange. And strange can feel unsafe. Inside the Design asks us to look beneath the behavior. The question is not only, am I changing? A better question is, has my system lived inside this new pattern long enough for it to feel normal? That question brings mercy because some people are doing real work, but they are judging themselves way too early. They planted yesterday and they are angry today because there's no forest yet. Calm down first. Even maize does not behave like that. Identity needs repetition, and new behavior needs evidence. The body needs orientation. The old self needs to learn that the new way can hold. Innocent Minds architecture helps us remember that behavior sits inside structure. If you want the new self to feel familiar, you must create repeated environments where the new self can practice. Not perform, practice. A child does not learn to walk by receiving one very powerful lecture about movement. No. The child stands, falls, tries again, holds onto something, shakes, takes a step, and falls again. And people clap. But the body is learning. The floor becomes familiar, balance becomes familiar, and over time, even movement becomes familiar. You see, adults are not so different. A new boundary needs practice. A new money behavior needs practice. A new communication style needs practice. A new rest rhythm, a new visibility step, a new way of receiving love, a new way of leading without panic. They all need practice. At first, you may feel clumsy, and that's okay. That does not mean you're fake. It means you are learning. Some people call themselves hypocrites because the new version still feels awkward. No. You may simply be early in the embodiment. Embodiment means the new behavior is no longer an idea. It has entered posture. It has entered voice, timing, response, choice, and state. The body is now starting to live in it. But embodiment takes repetition too. It's not punishment, but repetition. Let us make this more practical. How do you know the new self is unfamiliar and not false? First, the new behavior aligns with your values but feels strange in your body. You know deep within you that it is right, but it does not yet feel easy. Second, the old pattern still feels smoother even though it costs you much more. That's familiarity, it's not wisdom. Third, your body looks for old meanings. You rest, you feel lazy. You say no, you feel wicked. You speak clearly, you feel proud. You receive help, you feel weak. You choose peace and you feel bored. Fourth, you keep wanting to explain the new self to people who benefited from the old version. This one is very serious because some people will not applaud the new you. Not because it is wrong, but because it no longer serves their old access. Fifth, you're tempted to return just to feel normal again. That is where you must pause. Normal is not always healthy. Familiar is not always safe. Old ease is not always peace. Some prisons are familiar, but that does not make them home. So what do you do when the new you feels unfamiliar? First, name it correctly. You can say, this is unfamiliar, and not this is wrong. Not I am failing. Not I am fake. Not I cannot change. Just simply say, this is unfamiliar. That one sentence can reduce panic. Second, give the new self time to gather evidence. Do not run back because it feels strange. Allow the new choice to repeat. One no, one rest, one pause, one honest conversation, one money decision, one visible step, one non-return, one day of not shrinking. Third, create support around the new identity. The old self had an ecosystem. There were people, habits, places, messages, roles, guilds, even access. If the new self has no ecosystem of its own, it'll struggle. So ask, who supports this new pattern? What environment helps it? What reminder strengthens it? What boundary protects it? What routine makes it easier? What language must I stop using on myself? Fourth, stop asking unsafe people to certify your growth. This one is also important. If someone benefits from your old over-availability, they may call your new boundary pride. If someone enjoyed your silence, they may call your new voice disrespect. If someone fed from your self-doubt, they will call your new confidence arrogance. So do not hand your new identity to people who are mourning your old dysfunction. That line is heavy. Let it sit. Do not hand your new identity to people who are mourning your old dysfunction. Fifth, practice returning to the new self after old feelings rise. You may still feel guilt, but still return. You may still shake, still return. You may still want to explain, still return. You may still miss the old drain. You may still feel strange, but return. The return is a huge part of the rebuild. Before we close, choose one area where the new you still feels unfamiliar. It could be boundaries, rest, visibility, money, communication, peace, leadership, relationships, receiving support. Just pick one area. Now ask, what new behavior feels strange? What old pattern still feels normal? What evidence does my system need? What must be allowed to define this new version? And what support can help the new self become familiar? Do not rush the answers. Sometimes new identity arrives quietly. It may not shout, it may simply just start choosing differently. If this episode helps you to understand the strange feeling that comes with growth, share it with someone who is tempted to return because the new self does not yet feel natural. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Spotify, and leave one word in the comments. Unfamiliar. Because unfamiliar does not always mean wrong. Sometimes unfamiliar means new. If this touched something private, send a message to the Innocent Minds team with the word unfamiliar. We may ask a few questions to know whether a private clarity conversation can help you understand the pattern, the old familiarity, and the new structure that needs support. No pressure, no public exposure, just a careful place to help your new self become believable. This has been Inside the Design by Innocent Minds, episode 25. When the new you still feels unfamiliar. Next, we will look at you are starting over, you are rebuilding differently. Because returning to an old pattern does not always mean the whole journey has failed. Sometimes it only shows the exact place where the rebuild needs more structure.